Hey YouTube, it's Gord. Not even sure what I'm calling this. You already know. Isn't that funny? I know I keep bringing that up, but I just like that you know the title while you're watching me try to figure out the title. I love time. I love thinking about the intricacies of time, um, and relativity of time. Get that in your head. If you go to my liked videos, you'll see one from Veritasium, that he's a Canadian, that talks about time and its relativity. Anyways, it's Wednesday and weather has changed. For the last 3-4 days, it's been around 2 or 3 degrees, and today it's going to 13 or 14, and tomorrow 2. So, change in weather, migraine. And I have a new follower who talks about migraines, and has had a hard time making cannabis work for the migraine. And you know, it's funny. I had before. Let's have a toke. Let's have a toke. This is Duke Nukem. Butter. I read. Very nice tasting. That's from MMJ, Total Healthcare. Got a little bit of a lemon flavor to it. And that works for me. That works for me. But they have to be bigger hits than usual. So, migraines. I've, up until the year 2000, excuse me. Up until the year 2000, I had very little experience with migraines. I lived north of here in Edmonton, Alberta. Look it up. Americans, come on. Learn our country. No offense. But look it up. It's 300 kilometers further north. It's far away from the mountains. It's flat land. And you know, you don't have barometric pressure changes. The weather is very steady there. In the winter, it's winter. In the summer, it's summer. And there is no spring or fall. It's Canada. But maybe in my 22 years in Edmonton, I had 2 migraines. One, which was absolutely debilitating, which a doctor gave me a shot for, and it knocked me out. My wife had to drive me home. But that was then, a long time ago. That was my first wife. Then in 2000, I moved to Calgary. Calgary is a lot like Denver, Colorado. Mile High City, at the base of the Rocky Mountains. Barometric pressure changes like crazy. Weather changes like crazy. You can have all 4 seasons in one day. Sometimes maybe even within a couple hours of each other. And the migraines came. The migraines came full force. And I've been fighting them I've been here 16 years. This is my 16th year. I've been here 15 years and been fighting the migraines ever since. I did find about 5 years ago, propranolol with Topamax cut my migraines by half. I'm off of that now. About 6 months ago, I got myself off of the Topamax, and just a little while ago, the propranolol. I have no more pharmaceuticals. But the migraines didn't come back full force, and I'll tell you why. For the longest time, I think I figured it out. I mean, again, this is experience talking, not, and some study, but I'm no doctor. I was still getting migraines, and I was smoking cannabis, and I was even taking dabs, and I was still getting migraines when my pharmaceuticals were still my major source of relief. Cannabis then was just a recreational thing to me. In fact, quite a few years ago, I didn't really fully believe in the medicinal side of it, but I hadn't researched it. Most people who don't believe haven't researched it, or have researched it like this. So, why wasn't cannabis working for me then? Why was I still having migraines? And I kind of thought maybe it was the pharmaceuticals. I think it might be somewhat that. I think those might tend to dismay the... No, I can't say that, because about a year ago, I got my medical card. A year and 2 months ago. And about 7 months ago, I started using the dabs on the migraine. They worked. They worked. It took a while. I got used to it. When the migraines come, like I just did there, I have one just on the verge. I just did there, a big hit. I'll be doing another big hit. I don't do super big hits online. That's just not what I do. Because I want to entertain you in different ways through the mind, through education, through thought. But I'm going off on tangents because I have had a big dab. It takes a little bit. But I will also say to you migraine sufferers, first of all, why didn't cannabis work before? Before I was using the street forms. Street forms, you're often getting maybe street weed. It's street weed. You might get insecticides on it. It's dry. It's not well matured. It's just not the greatest weed. You need, when you're battling the migraine, you need clear, clean, good shatter or wax, concentrate. And you need to really hit it, but not smoke, vape. As well, I really suggest if you're a migraine sufferer, get a CBD rub, an oil. This is mine, CBD Dream, made by MMJ, Total Healthcare. But I have found it doesn't matter where you are. If you research it, and if you look through sort of a gray area, just search Google CBD oils in my area, and you will find them. You will find them. There are people making them. Heck, in some areas in California, nuns are doing it. I brought that story in Weedy Weekend about 3 ago. But you take some of the CBD Dream or whatever type of oil you have. You do not need much. This stuff is strong. I put it on my fingers, and I put it across my forehead and in my temples. And then somebody mentioned to me, I think it was Stephen Moore, to put it down the jawline. One said behind the ear, one said in front of the ear. I do both now. And down the jawline. Just let it all go down there. Again, you need to do other things. Migraines are really inclusive. I was looking for a lid. I'll find that later. Anything can attack it. Don't eat nuts. Make sure you have coffee. Strong coffee. If you want chocolate, make sure it's dark chocolate. There's so many different things, but some people have different effects. So you need to personalize this. You need to experiment. And when I say experiment, try one thing. If it's working, stick with it and change one other thing every once in a while to see if that has any effect. If not, find another thing, change it. Either add this food or subtract this food. It took me years of really paying attention to what I'm eating, what I'm doing, and how I'm medicating to find what really worked for my weird brain. And I think we all have weird brains. I think over the years they all adjust differently to pressures, to changes, to stress, to everything, to life, to aging. And so therefore that's why this plant is meant to be our medicine, because you can change the way you apply it to yourself. Self-dosing. I hope this has helped. I'm going to have one more hit with you guys. I said I'd do it offline, but I'm not going to take it too big right now. Again, today is a migraine day for me, so I am not going to spend too much time in the sunlight. It's out there, it's warm, it's getting hot. Well, for us, 12, 13 degrees in March is hot. But I'm going to take it easy. Cheers. I'll calm the lights, which I can do by my phone now. And I'll just take it easy. I do hope this has helped with migraines. I'm here to help you. If you want more subjects covered, comment. Yeah, see, this has hit me. I'm having this one is working on the migraine, I can tell, because cognitively I'm not really right here right now because it's busy. That's a weird feeling. Peace and cheers. Love and harmony. Find people without smiles and make them smile. You got it in you.